What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Trent the Trader checking in live from the lab. Y'all probably wondering why I got a Ziploc bag on my hair right now. Because I'm trying to get them waves. Y'all see I'm trying to get them dogs. Stop acting like y'all don't see. But anyway, back to the point. It's your boy Trent the Trader checking in live from the lab with our very first video on our new and approved YouTube channel. Please go ahead and cap it up. Yes, yes, yes. So I finally decided to make a YouTube channel strictly on trading. For those of you guys that do not know who I am, I have other channels when I talk about the truck industry, truck companies. I also have a vlog channel with me and my fiance Barry. And now I wanted to create a channel strictly on trading and investing. So I've been trading Forex for a really long time, probably like 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever. And now I just finally decided that I wanted to give back. Give me 1 second. Let me start my timer here, y'all. Finally decided that I wanted to give back and basically just share everything that I know, everything that I've learned over the years to you guys. You know, there's somebody out there that could possibly benefit, change their life off of what I'm saying. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. So I wanted to kick off our first video with a win, of course, duh. Like, why would I get on here and talk about a loss on the first video? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys my first one of my trades that I took this week. I'm talking about excellent textbook trades. If only the market was like this and moved like this, like every day, I'd be one rich motherfucker. But it don't. You're gonna have them easy days, you're gonna have them hard days. But this trade was definitely in the easy day criteria. So basically gonna walk you guys down through the entire setup, my entries and my exits, and then I'll also post my entries on the MT4. I'll screenshot the entries so you guys will see the exact price point that I got in. But I do want to walk you guys through my mindset, exactly what I was thinking, exactly what I seen. So let's go ahead and jump on the charts, and we gonna go ahead and dissect this trade. All right, so I went ahead and backed up the charts. I believe this is Sunday, so this is, well, Friday. So let's go to the daily. I'm gonna just go do my top-down analysis really, really quick. I'm not gonna go in depth on top-down analysis. However, if you want a video on how I do my top-down analysis, how I find my zones, please let me know in the comment section below, and I definitely make a video on that. But anyway, I kind of knew that we were back at a downtrend. Price retrace from this middle Bollinger Bands on our daily, shot up, but I then knew with this candle here, this particular red candle, this engulfing candle eating these last two candles, I knew that there was a lot of sell pressure in the market at this very moment. On top of, if we go to the monthly, let's go to the monthly, let's delete everything off of the monthly, and this is July. So we're in the month of August. This is July's candle. So as you can see, there's a nice wick for the month of June, and in July, we pretty much dropped the entire month of July. And with this engulfing candle on the monthly chart, gives me a lot of, I guess, confirmation that we are still kind of in a seller's market, and the sellers are kind of still taking over. So let's go ahead and drop down to, oh wait, let me go back. I gotta add everything back. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about this trade. It was a sell that I took. I had a trend line here marked up on my 4-hour zone. Now, mind you, this is Sunday night, so this is me getting prepared for the week. I'm going to go through my entries and exactly what made me enter at a certain time. But don't get me wrong, I did take a loss. My first trade was a loss, and it wasn't because I was in the wrong direction. It was just because I wasn't patient enough. I was sitting there watching the charts and me seeing it go 20, 25 pips against me. I went ahead and closed the trade and reevaluated, which I should never did because it did not touch my stop loss. So that's another like tip that I want you guys to learn from me. Like once you enter your trade, you know, stick with it. Put your stop loss, put your take profit, and do not sit there and watch and contemplate the market. You know, accept the loss, accept the win, and keep moving forward. But anyway, we found our trend line on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, we have a point here, and then we have a point here. So I knew we had this trend line, and then we also have a daily support. Now, can you guys guess which time frame I found my daily support, and why did I make this a support level? There's somebody out there that said 1-hour time frame. I don't know why you would think that I found my daily support on my 1 hour time frame. But anyway, I found my daily support on my daily time frame, obviously. So I knew that this is support level, and I know that this also came from the daily time frame. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the analysis. So basically, once you get down to the lower time frames, then I have everything color coordinated, every time frame also coordinated as well. So when I'm on the lower time frames, I can know exactly where I'm at. So I knew that only way I would be able to take a buy if we started to trade above this daily support, because this is the support level, which means that buyers came in at this area in the past. So the only way I would take a buy or look to take a buy is if we started to trade on top of this daily support. So I still will remain with my seller's bias from the monthly candle that we've seen, and also we are trading up under this daily support. Now the only confirmations that I need is for us to break this trend line. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. We went ahead and broke the trend line around what is here, it's at 1900. So this is 7 o'clock is when we finally broke the trend line. On top of, you see the engulfing candle broke the trend line. So there's many different confluences, confirmations that I use in this trade. We have our Bollinger Bands letting me know that price is kind of average. Whenever it's in the middle of the Bollinger Bands, this white line here lets me know that price is average. And whenever it's down to the green, lets me know that price is low. And whenever it's at the red, lets me know that price is high. So I knew that we had a lot more dropping if we wanted to get to this green, which was also my TP area, 135, 350. You see this right on the side. This was my TP area. I usually trade from zone to zone. So the more you guys follow me and watch my channel, you guys will notice that I usually will trade from zone to zone. I'm just waiting for certain levels to get broke. I'm watching my candlestick formations when it gets to certain levels, and then I'm taking it from higher time frame zones to higher time frame zones. So I'm taking it from like a daily support to another daily support, or a weekly resistance to another weekly resistance, or a weekly resistance to a weekly support. You know, my higher time frames is where I'm trying to trade to almost like ping. What's that? What's the, you know, the game that go like bing bing bing, whatever that game was called back in the days that we used to play. So I'm basically going from zone to zone. I'm using my 4-hour zones for slowdown areas. 4-hour zones, my random lines, all of these are slowdown areas to get me to where I'm trying to go on the long term, the higher time frame. Anyway, so my first entry was taken at 1:45 a.m. I go into the exact candle that we took this trade, 1:45 a.m. So let's go ahead and speed up. Now this is now Monday. Still early. So here, 1:45 a.m. So I took, it was actually here. Here's when I took my first trade, me looking at this candle. The reason why I took this trade is because I have a 4-hour zone here. We broke our trend line, so I already knew that we're now in a seller's market. The sellers have picked up momentum. Only thing I'm waiting for is zones to get broke. So if I have a 4-hour zone here, I knew once we break this 4-hour zone, we could potentially head to our random line, which are here, down to my next 4-hour zone, all the way down to my daily support. Please like the video if that's making sense. If it's not making sense, let me know in a comment and I can make further videos explaining exactly what I'm talking about. Back to the video. Anyway, our first entry was here. You guys remember when I talk about we took a loss, because when I entered here, I was sitting there watching the charts and price literally immediately came up. As you can see, I have my stop loss right about 30 pips up. I usually keep my stop loss between 20 and 30 pips out of the fluctuation zone. So it's better to enter right at the zones and then give it a little wiggle room. And that's pretty much exactly what I did. However, as it started to retrace, me started to see it go against me, I ended up just closing the trade. Why I did that, I don't know. It's just the emotions that come with trading. If you know how to trade, you guys, we all deal with this. But as you can see, it literally came up. So I'm thinking that the buyers may have came in, or it's probably not ready to drop yet. And it was like, as soon as I close the trade, as you can see, it came within 1 pip. It didn't hit my stop loss. This is why it's so important. As you guys can see, it did not touch my stop loss. This is why it's so important to let the trade play out, because sometimes it may come within 1-2 pips of your stop loss and then go in your direction. And this is exactly what happened here in this video, or here with this trade. So Price then started to go back in my direction. So I ended up closing the trade, getting back out. However, I got right back in as price started to trade under my 4 hour zone, 136,450. So 136,450 is my first entry that I went ahead and took. And as you can see, we went straight into profit. We dropped all the way down to, I believe this random line is where I took TP1. So like I said, my random lines are my slowdown areas. This is where I kind of take profit, take partial profit, or I would add entries at these areas once I start to see that they're getting broken. So first entry, first T partial profit was taken here. And then I also got into another entry as I seen price comes up and rejects this random line. I believe 136,225. I set a sell limit here. So first entry is here, second entry is here. As it came down and started to retrace, I took another sell limit. That's my timer, sorry about that. I took another sell limit here at my random line, which is 136,225, and I'll post this on the screen. I'll show you my entries of the exact entry. So second entry is in. As you can see, as soon as we got in, clearly we went straight into profit. We took our entry right off of this candle here. Right as it started to go and come back down, price went ahead and activated my sell limit, and we got straight into profit here. I then boxed in price. As you can see, we have like a triangle formation here on my 5-minute chart. So on my 5-minute chart, as we can see, price is starting to go up. It's starting to make higher. What is this? We have a low here, and then we started to make a higher low. So I know price was starting to uptrend. So now I'm just basically waiting on either side to get broken. So if it breaks to my upside, being that I already took partial profit, I really don't care about this trade. These trades are now risk-free entries. So I would then move my stop loss into my original entry for both first and second entries. So now these trades are risk-free, on top of, if it does decide to go the other way, I can get in on a buy and take it to the next zone if need be. If I'm not satisfied, if I decide to keep trading, usually I don't, but I'm not saying that those opportunities aren't there to present themselves. However, I did want to stick with my seller's bias. I kind of hate going from buy to sell. I like to stick with one bias, and that's exactly what we did here. We waited for our 5-minute trend line to break, which is what confirmed our third entry. Now I could have gotten here right at the break of this trend line, but I waited because I have a random line here. So I know that once we broke this trend line, that's confirmation one. If we start to trade up under my random line, which is 135,900, then I would then get in for another entry. So I believe I had sell stops here. I had a sell stop here. If you guys don't know what sell limits, sell stops, buy stops, if you guys don't know what that is, please let me know in the comment section so I can make a video strictly on those and how to actually enter the market. So I entered a sell stop here at 135,900, and as you can see, price went ahead and activated and took me straight into profit. I also came up with a fourth entry, and I'll show you why exactly I got into this fourth entry. Because if we go back in the past, this is our last brick wall here. So this is how we got our random line, 135,900. We basically got right in the middle, right where price has the most confluence, the most fluctuation, which is why we made this a random line, 135,900. Now, there's really no other wall to be broken from this zone, from this random line to this 4-hour zone. So I knew that there was really nothing from here to here that's stopping price. There's no really price points that is a brick wall that's going to prevent price from going to the next level, or even have price stutter for just, a quick second. So I got about 20 pips away from my random line. As you can see, we broke this 135,900 zone. I got about 15 to 20 pips outside of this zone, which was, I think it was here, about almost 20 pips away from this zone. And I was only going to take this fourth entry to our TP 135,350. And as you can see, price literally broke straight through. I went ahead and took profit for all of my trades right at this level, just because even though we're looking to trade from higher time frame to higher time frame, which will be this daily support to this daily support, however, price had already dropped a good amount of pips on the day. Now, See, it's already down 150 pips from the break of the trend line. Now, for it to do another 100 and something pips on the day, and it's already after New York session, it's kind of highly unlikely. So this is why I went ahead and took profit for all of my trades at 135 350, and we will wait to get in to continue to ride this downtrend. Once we break this 4-hour zone, we can head to our daily support if the opportunity presents itself. So like I said, these are all my entries right here on the screen that I went ahead and took. And this was like the most textbook perfect entries, perfect trade that you're going to get. We do not get trades like this all the time, so we definitely want to take advantage of these trades when they do happen. And this is why I decided to create the first video on this YouTube channel with a trade like this. Do they always happen? Hell no. But it's definitely one of those ones that you appreciate them when they come. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section below. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys will be updated on our next video. Like I said, the next video is going to depend on you guys. You guys let me know what you guys want to know, what you guys want me to talk about, and I'll be sure to go ahead and drop the video. Without further ado, it's your boy Trent the Trader. I am checking out. I will see you guys on the next video. And like I said, please let me know what y'all want me to talk about next. Help me help y'all. Yeah.